Hello friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of BigDenoPlays Oathsworn. Chapter 3, and we're getting into the exciting times. Yeah, if you haven't seen, I'm playing through an Oathsworn campaign while I'm on holidays. It started last night, so it's going well. No deaths so far. And yeah, we're about to move on to chapter 3. Now I think I've corrected the story issues, or the app issues that we had, I think. But I'm not 100% sure. But I think we might try it for this one because, yeah, we'll try it. We'll try the story app. Let's do the story app for this one. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time talking about it since we should have the story app ready to go. Let's go to the main menu and let's go to new campaign and we'll go to chapter 3. And this is called The Keening. Excellent. All right. So let's press the instructions. Now, last time it was a little bit quiet. So I think I have fixed that now. All right, instructions. Free company marker on Broken Oak and take the time track 3. Oh no, Deno, what have you done there? All right. So here is time track 3 in position. I've done it again. This is the downside with the physical terrain. Even though it looks awesome, it falls over a lot. Okay, so we have time track 3. Boom. We don't have any of these yet. We will get some soon. All right, let's start the story instead of me doing stuff. And let's start it.
Light peeks through the slats of your room in the Broken Oak, teasing you from a good night's sleep.
Okay, we shan't be doing that because I'm not going to listen to that squeaking sound for the next X amount of hours. So we're going to instant action mode. Cheers. Well, that was easy. I thought I'd fixed it by updating the app, but I have not. All right. So let's go over to this screen and do the instant action mode for chapter 3. And I will read whilst you all enjoy this map of Bastogne, which will probably be the last time we see the map of Bastogne. All right. No glasses are raised and no songs are sung in your honour after the battle with the creature. Without proof of the satyr's death, the town will continue to search for the cause of the murders and the nightmares. You rise the next day to see a procession heading towards the centre of town, with more and more citizens joining along the way. Open envelope A and place its contents in the centre of play. Done. You may start a trade with the banksmith and the apothecary. Okay, while we've got 3 cash, sorry, oh, don't look at that. We don't know what that is yet. While we've got cash, it might be worthwhile trying to get, oh yeah, we can just look at all these, can't we? Okay, it might be worth getting some stuff, some chaff that we can discard. Okay, so that is pretty good. Crafted belt. Mead. That and that. And I will also buy this. So basically what I'm looking to do here is just get stuff that I can trash, so I don't have to lose the equipment that's not too bad. Thank you, Lily Owen, I appreciate that. I try to be interesting and fun, but also not boring and slowing the game down. So, yeah. But this one's fun. We're playing Oathsworn. Okay, so if I was to buy all 5 of these, it would be $15 because it's Chapter 3. Our financial situation is... says we have 20 iron there, closing you down. Yeah, so we could buy all of those, but I would probably like to keep some. So I'll buy that for sure. So that's 3. And then the belt's pretty good if you've moved at least 4 hexes, especially on a companion. I'd probably just like to buy all of these, but I think that's a waste. So I'll just buy 2. So we're spending $9. These 2. I'm actually just going to buy 1. I'm just going to buy the Emberstones. So I've spent $6 on our trade with the Banksmith. And so we're down to 14. Perfect. The Apothecary. So one of my pieces of advice for people that are playing this game that are like, I'd like to win this game, go to the Apothecary early. If you had saved your money right now for the Apothecary and you had taken the free company trait that lets you get 2 curatives every time you go to the Apothecary, you could buy that many curatives right now that there's basically no chance of you getting a long-term permanent injury, which is an extremely powerful thing to have happen. So, anyway. Onwards and upwards. So we're not going to the Apothecary. Fableman Greycane catches you in the street. He looks tired and drawn. They've taken her, he tells you. Lysine, the Apothecary. They blame her for the nightmares. He hurries you to the town square where piles of timber have been stacked around a huge metal pole driven into the flagstone. Yeah, the art on these cards is awesome. I'll zoom in on the hero cards. It's great. That's the cur too. It's really good artwork. Lysine is clearly a witch, and her pain is drawing something from the Deepwood. You must put a stop to this. Not knowing whether killing the woman would make things worse, you leap onto the blazing platform and cut Lysine free. Alright, we need to perform a might check, difficulty 5. So, a might check, we can use coloured dice. So we're going to get the Warbear to do the might check. So we're going to roll a red and 3 whites. We have no re-rolls though. Yeah. Okay, we've got a critical. We just need to roll a 1. Come on, Deno. Okay, I'm taking it. It's a hit. It's a success. I need to get... So everyone gets an empower token as we act without hesitation. So 1, 2, 3. And everyone's also got a defense token from our starting trait. Defense, defense, defense. Excellent. We gain ally card 9, which is Lysine. Let's meet Lysine. There she is. She's the Apothecary. But guess what? She's also a blood witch. And she can shoot blood magic at stuff. Haven't needed to use any of them yet. The Deepwoods come alive, cries a man as he flees from the destruction. As buildings begin to collapse in a pattern heading straight towards you, you catch your first glimpse of the devastating beast. Great tusks ring ahead of storm grey armoured plates. This is true solo, but you have to play... Sorry, it's not true solo. You have to play multiple characters. So I'm playing by myself, but I'm playing 4 characters. But they have a rule in this game which is called companions. So you can basically play any character as a much simpler version of that character. So these 2 I'm playing as full characters. and these two I'm playing as companions, which makes the cognitive load quite manageable. If I had more space, I would probably even consider playing another person as a full character, because it's quite fun, the play style. But yeah, I'm used to playing 4 characters because of all the Kingdom Death I've played and Aeon Trespass and all that stuff. So 4 characters to me is not too bad, but there is no true solo version of this game. Yes, anyway, so Lysine was about to get burned at the stake. She did some crazy magic, and then she summoned a giant monster, which is called the Doom of Bastogne, not on purpose, she didn't do it on purpose, but it's come. And then we have never encountered something so gigantic. No city can survive a breach like this. Your only option is to escape while you still can. You run as fast as you can through the city streets and alleys. Shouts and cries for help ring out while buildings collapse left and right. All Oathsworn perform a survival check, difficulty 4. Alright. So we'll do a survival check with the Huntress. Success. With the Cur. Absolute failure. Lose a hit point, Cur. The Warbear. Never in doubt. And the Priest, the Mighty Priest. The Priest is also safe. All Oathsworn that fail lose a hit point. This is my street. Please, we need to help them, your guide Midge shouts as he pointed to a half-fallen building. No. Choose either help them or continue without helping. If we help them, we gain a redraw token, but we have to perform a survival check, and if we fail, we lose a hit point. I would like the redraw tokens, actually, so we'll help them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So losing hit points would not be great. The Cur. The Cur passes. The Huntress. The Huntress passes. The Warbear. Oh, the Warbear fails. Do I want to re-roll one of those dice? No, I think we can take a hit point loss on the Warbear. And the Priest. The Priest would fail. We'll take a hit point loss on the Priest. Going into this fight fairly damaged. That's a shame. We continue running towards the main gate. It is barred and it will take some time to open. As you and the guards scramble to lift the heavy bar, the ground shakes and smell of sulphur fills the air. As the great beast, the Doom of Bastogne, breaks through a line of houses up the street. One of you can try to distract it, or you can all stand together while the guards open the door. Again, this is a spoilerific playthrough, so if you don't want to know any spoilers from this game, please turn off. Turn off now. I've never done instant action mode before. I've only done the playthrough. And in the playthrough, you have the choice to sacrifice one of your heroes. And they just die. But it's awesome because they die a hero. But here, it says one Oathsworn defends alone. One Oathsworn performs 2 rounds of combat against defense 6, and then they gain 2 combat tokens of their choice, or we all perform a round of combat against defense 5. I'm going to send the Huntress in by herself. She's going to go solo. So she's going to do 2 combat rounds against combat value 6. So if she fails, she suffers a wound, but if she succeeds, nothing happens. But at the end of this, she's going to gain 2 combat tokens of her choice. So that is a 5, so that's a failure. So she takes a wound. And then this one, that's a terrible roll. If we re-rolled this into a 3 crit, no. So she's going to go down to 4 health, but she gets 2 tokens of her choice. We will take 2 Animus and a Battle Flow. So she's got the full spread. Good job, Huntress. You finally manage to get the gate open. You turn to run, but are confronted with a sea of claws and teeth waiting outside. You desperately Thank you for picking that up. Hopefully that should be corrected now. Looks like my battery died on my little audio. Should be back. Thank you. We'll charge that one up. Yeah, so these two are just non-combat allies. They don't do anything. So you can't use them in a fight, but they're friends. Thank you. All right, all Oathsworn gain a redraw token. 1, 2, 3, 4. Banding together, you decide on your next steps. Your only hope at this point is to head home to Verum, but you are going to need to find the Wire Road first. Several hours into the trek, the rumbling begins again, this time from below. Perform a reasoning check. Difficulty 5. If you succeed, mark the encounter special rules, and that's it. But we don't get ambushed if not. Okay, reasoning check, difficulty 5. We'll roll 5 dice. And hope we don't roll 2 blanks. Hey, success. So we get to look at the special rules board. And we'll do that now. Turn that off. So good start. Yeah, I like this instant action mode. It's quite fun. Okay. The shaking stops for a moment and the procession holds its collective breath. Suddenly, the gaping maw of a giant worm bursts forth from the hard earth, swallowing one of the poor refugees whole. And here is the worm! Okay, that's not quite accurate. We need to deactivate and reactivate. There it is! Hiya! I might turn the sharpness off. I think that's actually making that look. Yeah. Can zoom out a little bit. Cool. Alright, that's who we're fighting off against. So we're going to deploy our little guys here. And then we're going to bring the special rules board over and have a look at the special rules board. So this is the special rules board. I'm going to put it in the middle of here so we can read it. Have we got a zoom that'll work for that? Sure, I'll put it here. Okay, so this is a worm. So it is large and it is immune to knockback. Fine. At the start of the encounter, one Oathsworn takes the vibration token. Yes, alright. I will mark the vibration token with this thing. That will be good. Then, if a stage card was drawn, whoever has the vibration target is the worm's target. If it is drawn as a reaction, it never needs line of sight to target someone. During their turn, the character may lose any one combat token to take the vibration token from another character on the game board. The worm has 3 body parts, the head, the belly, and the tail. Each body part counts as a different enemy. Attacking the head of the worm always counts as attacking the front, the belly counts as the flank, and the tail counts as the rear. When damaging the worm, you may choose any die on the body part. When the worm moves, all movement is measured from the head. Gotcha. I remember that now. Save the civilians. There are 12 civilians in the center of the map and you may try to protect them if you wish. Civilians will die if they receive any damage, but can be protected by moving them off any board edge. On a turn, instead of playing an ability card, an Oathsworn may spend 1 animus to move an adjacent civilian up to 4 hexes. This is free if you are a companion. Alright, so we want to try and get as many of our friends saved as we can. So you should be able to see there's one here, 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 here. So if they get to a board edge, they are saved. Moving them off any board edge. Spend 1 to move an adjacent civilian up to 4 hexes. Cool. All right, so we've got all the dice set up. We've got all that set up. I think we want to save as many people as we can because we're the good guys. We're the heroes. I've taken all my cards. I've got all my equipment. So the priest is range 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, because he's got his walking staff. Okay. The priest, yeah. All right, this is how we're going to approach this. So the priest is going to, we get all about animus. And then the priest is going to start by using one of its animus to do a desperate blessing. So all Oathsworn within range gain any of those tokens. I'm going to take an empower token on everyone. More dice is more better. All right, good. Then we will use the priest's second thing, and the animus token, the vibration token, is going to be on the warbear. So we're going to move the priest 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. At this point, the priest can now make people walk off the edge. So let's go to this angle. Save them, priest. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he gets off. Saved. 1 civilian saved. This guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 civilians saved. Good work, priest. He's saved people. What a legend. Okay, so the warbear is probably going to do a similar thing. So the warbear is going to where do I want to move? I think I might actually deploy the cur there. So yeah, the warbear, if we use our little thing, yeah, all right. So the warbear is going to spend the first of her animus to give all friendly characters within range 3 either a move 2 or an empower token. So we're going to move the warbear 1, 2. We're going to give an empower token to the cur. And we're going to give the huntress move 2, 1, 2. All right. Then the warbear is going to move. If I place her there, yep, so we'll actually swap these two, here and here. So yep, now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to here. And now we can make this guy move 1, 2, 3, 4 off. We save that chick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still on the board, running away. And now I'm going to tell a little story about this guy. So this guy's got written on his front of his chest, lucky. And on the back of his shirt, he's got a little happy face. Because that fucking guy, in my first playthrough of this mission, survived everything. He got attacked by the worm 3 times, I think, and he survived all of them. What a legend. What a legend. All right, and now the huntress, who's here, she's going to spend an animus. So yeah, we've got no animus left on either of those. She's going to spend animus to move, and she's going to spend 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And she will move to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then she's going to spend 2 animus to help those 2 little friends escape. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So we've saved 5 people. Look at us, we're heroes. I need a hero. Okay, so remembering this bit, that says save the civilians. On your turn, instead of playing an ability card, an Oathsworn may spend 1 to move an adjacent civilian up to 4 hexes. This is free if you are a companion. Done. So everything's fine. Except for those few champions up there around the head of the worm. Okay, so the only person who's got any stuff left is the Cur. What does the Cur do? Nightshade, throwing daggers, smoke bomb. Yeah, I think at this point we're probably just going to try and save people, aren't we? Somebody save me. Yeah. He's just going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he'll spend 1 to send this guy 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he might as well move up once more. Alright, that's it for our first turn. I didn't even look at the stage cards, which I probably should have done before I decided to try and save all the civilians, but that's okay. We're the good guys. Sinkhole. Sense vibration. If the stage card was drawn during the encounter phase, then whoever has the vibration token is the worm's target. So that is the Ursus Warbear. Remove the worm's head from the game board. Move the other body parts as normal. Okay. So what happens with this is this piece comes off, and this piece goes there, and this piece goes there. So running around, it's very cool. And then the worm's target and all Oathsworn within range 3 perform a survival check. Okay, so the Cur is, I will have this information, so I'm actually going to place my Cur here, like so that he is not targeted by this attack. Perform a survival check. All non-player characters within range 3 die. Well, that's rubbish. Only one's going to die though. Okay. Cool. So this guy dies. Boo, poor guy. That guy's not lucky. And then we do a survival check, difficulty 6. So I'm going to roll 5 dice, and this will be the Warbear first of all. So that is a 6. So the Warbear, of course, passes the survival check with no difficulty. And the Huntress, she has rolled 6, but she has to use a reroll token for it to succeed. So she will do so. She has extra reroll tokens. Very good. All non-player characters place the worm's head on the target hex, pushing all enemies. Ho ho ho. This fight is fun. Look at the worm chomping. I tried to fix the camera angle and I failed. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. except for this light here. Yes, if you want to see my figures that I did for this game, I actually have a full playthrough, a full playlist rather, of my Oathsworn painting, because I actually did a series on this. And I have the link right here. So that is the playlist for the painting videos. But if you just want to see the actual collection of videos or the collection of figures that I painted, it is here. And yeah, they are actually pretty awesome. I did a really good job, so go me. So that sinkhole is done. Place the worm's head, great. So that's a pretty good first stage card. The next stage card is called Consume. Move 6 to its target. If the target is consumed, if they have the vibration token, give it to the closest Oathsworn. The target is now in the worm's belly. That's bad. What do we do about that? Saving, yeah, okay, I need to look up consumed. I'm sure there's a rule for that. Page 30. When a character is consumed, they are removed from the board. Once per turn, the character may spend 3 animus to attack the location they are in. They may use combat tokens and still gain might and defense. The character, yeah, all consumed. No longer consumed if all hit point dice is broken. Cool. So we've got to fight our way out. Alright, well let's do that, I guess. Remember Operation Rescue Civilians, Deno. You can do it. Okay, well, we're just going to rescue some civilians. The priest is going to use his animus. Everyone gets their animus. So the priest is going to go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to move those 2 guys off the board. We've saved 7. And the cur will spend 1 animus to move to here, and then spend 1 animus to move this guy 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. This warbear's not in a great spot. It might be time to attack. Yep. So the warbear is going to use its AoE attack, and that is going to allow it to attack 2 different targets. 3 adjacent hexes in your front arc. So I might empower the crap out of this. So we're going to double empower this attack from the bear. This is using its area of effect. So we start with the single red. Then we're going to add, let's imagine 3 white dice for the moment. So this one can become a red. Yeah, we can actually just make it 4 reds. 4 red dice for this attack that attacks both the head and the tail. The head is going to be attacking this dice, and the tail is going to be attacking this dice, this one and this one. Yep, here we go. All right, I've got 2 reroll tokens. So this is an attack. Come on, bear. Oh, the bear's gone ballistic. The bear, 2 crits. Okay, so that is 4, and this is armor 3. So 4, 8, 12. So that's 3 damage apiece. Do I want to re-roll any of these? I might re-roll 1. Let's see what we get. All right, so we're at 13. 4, 4. No, we're at 15. So that's 4 damage to both of those dice. I'm happy with that. So good roll from the war bear. So that's 4 damage. Was it 15? No, 5 damage. 5 damage to each of those dice. So that goes down to 1, and that goes down to 1. And the reason that we did that, these are 2 separate targets, bang bang. The AoE attack hits both of those hexes. Oh, sorry, we add 1 damage for each enemy hit, so it would be 16, 17. Attack once and apply to all targets. That's fine. So 5 damage to both of those dice. Good. Good attack from the bear. Now the bear can go again. Can't do that action again though. The other option is all friendly characters could move 2. I might use the Huntress. So let's do a clamp on. We'll do a swoop. So we're going to spend 2 animus to swoop. That's going to roll 2 yellow and 2 whites. This attack cannot miss. And we're just going to target the other dice at the front on this guy. Oh, that's his tail. So it's this one. Did I do that wrong? No, this one. Alright, so it can't miss. It does 1 damage. I could actually put that on the other and break that location, which would make her consumed. Sure, we're going to break that location and trigger this card. So this is a reaction. One of those little guys swooped onto the head. Okay, so it's going to ignore the vibration part and it's going to move 6 to its target. So let's assume it does this and smashes that. Which means this guy will go here like this, and this guy will go here like that. The worm just rotates around the board. It's such a sick fight. Okay, the target is consumed. If they have the vibration token, they don't, give it to the closest Oathsworn. The target is now in the worm's belly. At the start of each encounter phase, the Oathsworn thingy, people get hurt. But I don't want that to happen. So we might not let that happen. Let's just confirm we know how consumed works. Then it's going to move 3 northwest. 1, 2, 3. So it's actually going to smash this tree. So that was like that. It's going to go here like this. This guy's going to go here like this. This guy's going to go here like this. Good. So that card's done. Consumed. When a character is consumed, they're removed from the board. They may not move or play injury, ability, or item cards on their turn. Instead, once per turn, Character may spend 3 animus to attack the location they are in. So we're going to do that with the Huntress. She's going to attack. She's going to empower the attack. So she's going to roll 2 reds and a yellow. If all hit point dice at location are in is broken, or if that location has lost 6 hit points since that character was consumed. So yep, so she is doing this. So it's armor 3. Can't play any ability cards. Alright, we've got a 4 there with a critical, so let's roll our critical. That's another critical 4. Come on. Come on, Deno. You can do it. Alright, so that is 12, which is 4 points to the body. We'll just choose this one. And we'll say that we have done 4 damage to the body location. Alright, now the Warbear can attack the body location as well, and it will. So the Warbear is going to go, it doesn't have any empowered dice, but it does have a reroll up its sleeve. The Warbear. Warbear! Ah, he misses. Okay. That's a shame. That would have been good. Now we have to decide, what does the cur do? We want to get that damage. On that person. Okay. Well, the only play we've got is to throw our daggers. If we move 1, 2, then we can throw daggers. Yep, so let's do that. Let's switch to the cool view. 1, 2. So we're going to throw some daggers. So that's that. So this is an unarmed attack, but we can empower it. We will do so. We'll turn that into 3 yellows. We need to get 6 damage here for our Huntress to pop out. And we'd like that to happen, actually. That would be really good. Okay, that is a 3 and a 3, which is 6. And we can actually target 2 targets with our throwing daggers. So we're going to put the tail. That's going to suffer. That is this side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then the body is going to suffer 1, 2. And that now means that it suffered 6 damage in total, which means that the Huntress falls out, yes? Consumed characters are no longer consumed if all hit point dice location are broken, or if that location has lost 6 hit points since the character was consumed. They are immediately returned to the board and placed to the nearest empty hex on the body location. All animus the character has in their active area is then moved to their reserve area. So she's going to appear here. And that is probably our turn. It is. Alright, we didn't break a dice, so we are going to do Sinkhole. So we're going to sense vibration. Yeah, the bear's awesome. It's probably one of my favourite models. I enjoyed painting it too. They're great models. Probably some of the best models in a board game. Kingdom Death being the exception. So we remove the head, move the other body parts as usual. So this goes here, this goes here, the head's off the board. All Oathsworn within range 3 perform a survival check. Don't like that. We'll roll 5 dice on the bear. That is a 6, which is a success. On the Huntress, well, she's quite low health. Need to do something about that. If I re-rolled both of those dice, I've only got 1 re-roll token. So she fails. So she suffers a damage. She's down to 3 health. Hey, Toby. Good to hear from you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, loving it so far, mate. It's been a little while. I don't know if I told you this story, but my friend that I was playing with, we got to chapter 13 and he dislocated his shoulder in a stupid thing that he did. And so we have never finished it. So I just decided I'm going to finish it. I'm starting from the beginning. It's going to be great. And I'm on holidays, so I'm playing it all this week. All right, and the Cur. The Cur has never failed a roll. What a legend. So no hit point loss there for the Cur. Then the worm, yep, done. All non-player characters owned within range 3 die. None. Place the worm's head on the target hex, pushing back all enemies or all people. So he's going to move to here. Oh, he's in prime position for another sweep. Go, you bear. The bear is a legend. Okay, that's the end of that card. And this one's coming up next. It's another consume. Okay, so if we break this location, that card's still going to trigger. So we probably want to break this early if we can. The priest also needs to try and heal. The huntress. So the priest can probably just heal the huntress. So let's start with the priest. Oh, animus regen, animus regen. Great. So yeah, the priest is just going to walk. We'll switch to the good view. 1, 2, 3, 4, and rescue that person. So we're now at 8 rescued. Come on. And then because of the priest's range 5, because of his walking stick, we can heal at range 5. We're in range 3 anyway. Or we could give everyone a reroll token. That would be good too. But no, let's try and heal right now. So this is a heal check. It's difficulty 3. I'm going to roll 4 dice. Yeah. And so we're looking to get a 5 to succeed this. Ah, we fail. Okay, so the heal fails. Thank you for the support, mate. Very, very unnecessary from you. It is fun, but I think 2 companions and 2 full characters is a good balance for a solo player. And if you played, Kingdom Death, those sorts of games, the complexity of this is not so challenging with the 2 little guys. So, okay, so we failed our heal. So we probably want to get her as far away as possible. We definitely don't want her to be consumed. I think we get the warbear out of dodge. So when you get consumed, it goes to the closest Oathsworn. Okay, let's use the Huntress to do some stuff. So this guy can't be knocked back, so there's no point doing knockback. Tandem strike. Alright. Hinder. Hunter's call. Each friendly character may move 2 with a falcon on them. So that might be good. All right, I think I want the bear to go first so that he can trigger the thing, but I'm just going to spend 1 animus to move the huntress away. I'll have to spend 2 animus to move her away. So that now the cur is the closest, so he's going to take the damage. So the bear's going to attack. We're going to try and break a location. We are able to target the tail in a dice that has 1 dice spot. So, but we're going to use our AoE attack, so we're going to hit the tail and the head. So the head's going to hit one of these 2 dice. So the warbear's going to roll a red and 2 whites. We don't have any way to buff this, but we've got a reroll token, so we'll reroll our red. Yeah, into a 4. Cool. So we do 1 damage to the head location, so that goes to 5. And then this is going to get smashed, which is going to trigger the consume. That's only my 2nd dice, so not going to cause a stage change. It's the middle of the day, so my girlfriend's still texting me things. Alright, so sense vibration, it ignores that even though the guy is the vibration target anyway. Move 6 to its target, it's already there. If the target is consumed, if they have the vibration token, give it to the closest Oathsworn, so that goes to the cur. Then the target is now in the worm's belly. At the start of each Oathsworn and encounter phase, the consumed loses 1 health. Move 3 to the northeast. Let's go to the cool view. So 1, 2, 3. So she's going to get pushed away. This guy's going to go to here, and this guy's going to go to here. Excellent. The bear's now been swallowed up by the belly. But the cur is now in position, ready to attack. Right. I've gotten through all their cards already, have I? So I can bring my throwing daggers back, or I could play my Nightshade by moving twice and attacking with Nightshade. That will give me an empowered attack on the flank, which is his dice. Yeah, let's do that. Let's move 2, and we're going to play Nightshade. 1, 2, 3. So Nightshade is an attack that's empowered 3. So we're 1 yellow dice. If we keep 2 white dice with that, we can turn that into a red and a yellow. And then we could empower it again, which would go black, red, red. I don't mind that. If this attack causes the enemy to draw a reaction card, all attack draw 1 less card. So yeah, that would be okay. This one, so he's going to move 1, 2 to there, and he's going to attack that position. I do actually want to empower this again. So I'm going to be rolling a black and 2 reds, and when I make this attack I gain a lethality token. A black and 2 reds. We have 2 rerolls and we still have an empower. We will see what happens here. We'd love to roll some crits. We just want to get enough to try and rescue our friend. Okay, we've got a red crit, so let's roll that and see. That's a blank. So I'll re-roll the black using a re-roll dice into a critical. Come on. That's good. Black, critical. All right, that's a great roll. So we've picked up 16. So that's 4 damage, which breaks this location for the body and means we've done 4 damage to potentially rescue the warbear. This head whip is not going to trigger now because we've smashed a dice, so we're going to bring out stage 2 cards. And the cur is the target of the vibration. And it is. Move 6 to its target. It's going to attack the target. Oh, we haven't broken its teeth yet, but that's good. We're still going to have the -1 dice because of the... Each enemy within range 3 of the worm section suffers knockback 2. That's cool. Okay. This is a good fight. I like this one. Okay, so this guy's going to go like this. That's going to trigger this guy and this guy. So now he's going to attack, doing a normal attack. This attack targets all enemies adjacent to the worm's head. Oh no, so the huntress is also going to take this attack. That's so terrible. That's all right though, dude. So we do have the ability to hinder. So we might hinder, and we might also use our other card which we got, which is dodge. Low blow. Yeah, okay, we'll keep these in hand. So we've got some denial cards that we might use if this is a big swing. Okay, so it's normally 2 red, but it's only 1 red. That got smashed because of the nightshade. And then we're going to get 2 yellows and 2 white dice. And this is targeting both the cur and the huntress. So the huntress does have this white wolf cloak. After damage is drawn against you, if you have 3 health or less, she can use that. And this says, after losing any damage from an adjacent enemy, that enemy loses 1 health. So we're probably going to use both the Rothhide and the White Wolf Cloak this turn. Let's see. Do I need to defend? That will take me to defense 3. I think I'm just going to trust in my hindering ability here. So let's see what we flip. This could be a bad decision. Not so far. Okay, 2. Oh, blank's great. 1, 2. All right. I'm going to redraw this using low blow. And if they draw a blank, so we're going to redraw that one into that. And then, oh, I don't really want to redraw that red. I don't really want to redraw the red, but yeah, all right. Okay, it's the same. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. She will use this Rothhide thing. So we're going to gain a shield. So she's just going to lose 1 health. She's down to 2. And then we're also going to use so that goes there. We're also going to use the Rothhide, which does, after losing any damage from an adjacent enemy, that enemy loses 1 damage. So we're going to do 1 damage to the belly. So we've now done 5 damage to rescue our warbear friend. Okay, location smashed. That was good. The cur is still... Oh, yeah, and sorry, the cur's defense 5. Sorry, defense 3. So he's just taking 1 damage. Do I want to use anything? No. So we'll just take the 1 damage. Cool. Oh no, I could reduce that damage by 2 using the rat fur tunic. That would still be 1 damage, so no, we won't use that. Cool. So the cur will now move 1 space away. And the huntress just now needs to do 1 damage to the belly location. So we're going to use Hunter's Call, are we? Or Tandem Strike. Oops, I've got to do the rest of the Quake card. Each enemy within range 3 of any worm section suffers knockback 2. Okay. Target, the knockback comes from the closest, so we'll prioritise this one, so it's going to be knockback 1, 2, which is here, so we'll keep our 1 Animus. This one, 1, 2, this one, 1, 2, and that's it. So yeah, that doesn't actually hurt us at all, really. So that's Quake done. All right, now we're going to shoot. We're going to use our Falcon. We're going to play Hunter's Call, 4 Animus. We've got 2 yellows. We're going to send a Falcon to the body. So we just need to do 1 damage. And we will empower this, I think. So we're going to roll a red, a yellow, and a red. So that's all of her Animus. Yep, that's 6. So that'll be 2 damage. So we'll just take the 2 damage. 1, 2. Down to 3 on that body part. And we've done enough damage to rescue the war bear. So she's going to go up the top there. And that's it. And that's all of our Animus spent. So we didn't rescue any people this turn, but that's okay. Our vibration target is, for the next turn, still the Cur. It's going to move 6 to its target. It's just going to move to this location here. Nothing's going to happen with the rest of them. Attack the target. We still haven't chomped its face off. What? If the target loses any health, they're going to lose an additional 1. That sucks. 1, 2 red. 1, 2 yellow. 1, 2 white dice. So do I want to play any defense cards? We probably will. That one is a defense 3 for my smoke bomb. Or I could use my dodge. Let's dodge. Use instead of playing a defense card when attacked. I gain 2 shields, so I'm up to defense 5. Guess the amount of damage the enemy will draw. Okay, so the whites will average maybe 2. The yellows will average 3. So that's 5. These will say 6. So let's say 11 damage from this. 11. 11. 0. 2. 0. 0. 4. And 2. So that's 8. So I'm only going to suffer 1 damage, which is good. But I don't suffer 0 damage. So we're down to 3. Oh, if we suffer any, we lose an additional 1. Okay, we're actually down to 2. Give the vibration token to move 3 to the north. Can't do that. So we'll just keep him where it is. The closest is going to be the Huntress. So the Huntress now has the vibration token. That was a bad card. We have another one called Burrow. Looks great. Now Lucky still hasn't got off the board yet. We need to get Lucky off the board. Very important that guy survives. He's done amazing stuff. So, can I do anything here. Didn't get any empower tokens for that. I don't think we're going to get swallowed anymore. I really want to break the location dice. I really want to break this mouth one because that's coming on the next attack card. So if I can break this dice, which the cur is possibly in position to do. However, the cur has 2 health, and I don't really want the cur to die. One, two, three. Alright, so if I move the cur 1 space, I'll do that. Into the jaws of death. The priest can now attempt to heal the cur, who's at 2 health. So we're going to roll a basic check. The difficulty is 4. So we're going to roll 5 dice. We've got 2 rerolls, but you can only use 1. Sure. Critical. Come on. No. Okay, so we roll 6. Our current health is 5, or our current difficulty value is 5, so we're going to regain a health. So we're at 3, and we'll mark that we have healed once on our desperate prayer. Good job. So that's one of the priests. Now, does the priest use his ability to give everyone a token? All Oathsworn within range 3 gain an empower or a reroll. Let's take a reroll. Actually, we get to choose. So I'm going to take an empower here. I'll take a reroll here on the cur, and I'll take an empower on the huntress. So the priest's all done. So let's use the cur, and we're going to play a big attack, I think. I don't have a big attack at the moment. What I'd really like is to get my my dodge back, because I feel like I need that dodge. Don't have the ability to battle flow a card just yet. I could go and target the rear. Nope, the backstab, we're not going to be able to do that because we don't have enough movement. I suppose the warbear could. Okay, let's actually do the warbear first. We might be using our daggers. So let's do the warbear. Yep. So the warbear is going to move down to this position here. So when she does her sweep, she attacks 2 enemies, the head and the belly. And we're going to empower this attack. So it's going to be 2 red and a yellow. Sure, we don't have a reroll. Should I not maybe just go get rid of that yellow and turn it into 2 blacks? Yes, I'm going to roll 2 black dice. Come on, Deno. Come on, son. 2 blacks. Yes, it's a critical on a black. A critical, 5 and 3. Into another critical. It's Deno time. Yes. That's 16. That's 4 damage to both. No, it's 5 damage to both. So we're going to, oh, that's so good. We're going to smash this dice, gone. And then on the belly, we're going to smash, I guess, this dice here. It actually has to be that one because we're adjacent to that one. Okay, 2 dice smashed by the bear. We'll have to do 2 reactions. Yes. Okay, so the first one is burrow. Remove the worm's head. Boom. Moving the other parts as normal. Boom. Boom. The bear. Attack the target. So that chompy bit is now broken. So this bear's attack is going to only be 1 red, 2 yellow, and 2 white. This attack also targets all enemies adjacent to the target. There isn't any. Redraw all blanks once. What? That's so good. That's so good. Okay, anyway, so we're redrawing blanks once. I don't have the ability to do anything, but I do have a defense token, and I have my companion here, which is after damage is drawn against you, I can gain an additional 1. So that's a 2 and a 3. We're going to redraw that blank and a 1 and a 3. So the redrawn blank is, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 1 damage to the bear, the mighty war bear. She's unbreakable. Using my shield thing will do absolutely nothing. Even if I use both of them, it's still 1 damage. The war bear. And then place the worm's head on the target hex, pushing back all enemies. Give the vibration token to the furthest Oathsworn from the head. That is going to be the priest. So the priest has the vibration token. However, because we smashed 2 dice, we're now going to do another one. And that one is another burrow. It's the same attack. So this targets the bear again. So everyone's going to move. And the bear's going to get another attack to the face. So it's going to be 2 whites, 2 yellows, 1 red, and we're going to redraw blanks once. No one is adjacent to the bear, so no one will suffer this damage in addition. A 3, a 3, a 3, a 1, and a 1. Okay, so that's 11. So at this point, using this does actually help us because it takes us from 5 to 6, which means we suffer 1 damage. And we're down to 3 health. That's awesome. The bear is on a rampage. There's a bear in there. And a chair as well. And then this guy comes down. Oh, look at the bear's positioning now. The bear is ready to assault all 3 pieces. I've already used that attack though. Oh, that's awful. All right, so at this point, if I break 1 more dice, then the stage 3 cards appear. So the next card is Quake. So we want to get away, if we can. So the Warbear is actually going to use his Feral Roar. All friendly characters within range 3 may move 2. So we're going to go 1, 2. We're going to go 1, 2. This guy's going to go 1, 2. And the bear's going to go 1, 2. So the reason we're doing that is the next attack targets a lot of people adjacent to the head, and we wanted to get the priest away. The priest does have the vibration token. I'm fine with that. He's got our most health, so that seems good. Let's do this legendary cur. So he's going to backstab, which is going to move all of these to location 1. This costs 4 animus, 1, 2, 3, 4. And this card does, if you're attacking the enemy's rear, which we are, gain a lethality token, and we get +5 damage. I'm going to empower this attack. So I'm going to go red, yellow, yellow. I have 2 rerolls, and we're looking for a crit here. Because a crit we will get to re-roll, sorry, we'll get to use our pickaxe and add 2 additional dice. Okay, so we're going to re-roll this yellow first of all. Alright, and we're going to re-roll this yellow. No crits, but it is 11 damage. So that's 3 to the rear dice. So the tail, we're adjacent to this position, so it can be either. So we'll do 3 damage to that spot. That's a shame. Then the Kerr's going to battle flow 1 card, which will be this backstab, and that'll then bring all of these back into hand. So we have 2 lethality tokens. We've re-rolled both of these. We've got no re-rolls. That's okay. Alright, so the Huntress still to go. And I think we do want to try and break a location. And the Warbear's done. So if the Huntress uses her whistling arrow, so we'll target the belly, target an enemy with a falcon, 1, 2, 3. This moves down to here. The attack is empowered 1 for each attack on the target, so let's start with 3 yellows. We're then going to empower those into 3 reds. 1, 2, 3. We've got 2 reroll tokens. For each falcon, it's empowered. The falcons involved return to us. So this one's on the belly, comes back to us. Okay, we're going to reroll 1 of those misses, but we do have a crit red there. Okay, so the critical red is now still nothing. So that's 6, that's 2 damage to the belly. So the belly goes down to 1. And the falcon comes back to us. We still have 3 animus. And I'm going to use a tandem strike. So that's in location 3, which is going to battle flow these cards to here. And yep. And we're going to send a falcon to the target. And we're going to attack. So it's 1, 2 reds. We'll empower this one as well. 2 yellows, red. So we'll go red, red, yellow. So that's 9 damage. Oh, actually, if we attack the... Yep, no, we don't have any falcons on that. We smash this dice. So we've done... The belly location has been broken. This falcon returns to me. No, it doesn't. That's the wrong card. Oh, but that dies anyway, so it does return to me anyway. And then... If the target loses any health, gain an empower token for each falcon on the target. So we're going to gain that empower token back. That's good. We've now broken the location. I do really like this game. It's a tremendous game. I'm also on holidays, so I'm just going to play this because I can, and it's cool. Okay, so we've broken the location, which means that this is now going to move to stage 3 cards. Because it's lost 6 dice. And its stage 3 card that it's going to trigger is Toss. So it's going to move 6 to the Kerr. So let's do that using this angle. Oh no, sorry, it's going to the Huntress, isn't it? Yeah, the Huntress. Okay, that goes there. This goes there. That goes there. Such a clever mechanic. And then it's going to attack the Huntress. Now we do have Hinder, and there is a birdie bird on that. We can't low blow though. That's all right. I think we'll be okay. We've got a defense card as well to play. Redraw all blanks. After the attack, the target suffers knock back 4 in a random direction. All right, this is an important card flip. So let's have a look at this. So this is a more attack, which means it's only going to be 1 red, 2 yellow, and 2 white. The Huntress has only got 2 health left. So we can force them to redraw, and we will do 2 armor from this attack. Oh, when you critical during an attack that hits, I should have a lot more animus. I've got to remember that. I've got to remember to use that. Cool. Anyway, so this is going to be an armor 4 from this attack to begin with. And we have the ability to force it to redraw, but it is going to redraw blanks. Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts a lot. So yellow, oh, that hurts a lot. 1. Whoa. 1. Okay, so this is doing a total damage of 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. So that would be 2 damage, which would kill us. So we need to force it to redraw. Using Hinder. And if we do that and succeed, we can then play our token. So we're going to redraw this one, because there's a higher probability that that actually gets higher. We just need this to be a 1, 2, 3 or a blank. Cool. So that goes away. We play Hinder. This moves this to here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And our defense is 4, so that's just 1 damage. So we're down to 1 health. Still not knocked out. Come on! And that toss is done. Oh yeah, the target suffers knockback 4 in a random direction. They will not collide with the worm's head. Northeast. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So this guy now moves south. 1, 2, 3. That smashes that. This guy moves to here. This guy moves to here. Great. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. That was from me breaking that location, which means this card's about to go again, but this time it's attacking the priest. All right, I need to look up civilians. They've got some armor, I think. And they've got like 1 armor maybe. Or is it in this encounter book? Civilians. No. Alright, so my civilians might be about to die. Lucky might be in not as much of a good time. Did that tree get smashed? It did. I mean, I've saved 8 civilians. I think that's a wonderful achievement, really. Okay, so this card is now happening. There's nothing I can do to stop that. But before that happens, I'm actually going to play this to gain 2 animus on her, because I need some defense cards. So her 2 animus is gone. I'm going to battle flow 1 card, which will be my Rothhide. This, maybe? Yeah, so battle flowing that with my token, and then I'll spend 1 of these to battle flow this, and then I'll play that to bring all of these to here. Okay, she's not the target, but she's only got 1 health, so I don't feel very happy about her likelihood of surviving. Might be time to tag someone new in. Okay, so she's done. 1 and 1. Everyone's done. Great. So we're now doing this card. Sense vibration. So the target is the priest. Perfect. Place the head, then the body, then the tail, 2 hexes in a random direction. Alright, the head. South. 1, 2. Perfect. The body. Northeast. 1, 2. That's a shame, that civilian's going to die. And the tail, northwest. Bounces there. 1, 2. Smashes nothing. And that's it for that movement. And then attacking the target with the tail piece. I haven't smashed this, so this is a full attack. This attack targets all enemies within range 2 of any worm body part. So the only person that's getting attacked is the huntress. The person who I need to not die. Very good. Draw once and apply to all targets. Alright, well this is a full attack. Fortunately we don't have to... Yeah, I'm definitely playing cards. I might be playing every card I have to try and not die here. Getting knocked out is not a big deal in this game, right? It's not, but I like it when my characters survive. I have Swoop. I have my White Wolf Cloak. And I have Hunter's Call. So I could get up to armor 6. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go up to armor 6. And I've got my White Wolf Cloak, which might make us 8. So I'll play this one for defense first, which battle flows these. And then I'll play this one for defense second, battle flows these. So I still have my cloak in hand. Alright. I could smoke bomb actually, couldn't I? No, I can't because she's too far away. Damn. Alright, well, that's all I can do. So I'm defense 6, can get up to 7, and this would make it 8. So 2's a bad start. 0's good. 2, come on. 3, 4, okay, 10, 11. So yeah, unfortunately the Huntress is knocked out. Boo, no. Okay, I'll have to read what happens when someone gets knocked out because I've forgotten what happens. I'm pretty sure they just die and then a companion friend comes on the board. So let's do that. Oof, that was punishing. Allies in combat. If your Oathsworn goes unconscious, at the start of your next turn, choose an ally, take an ally model, and then place a hit point die, set it to 6, place 2 Animus Gems, and then on any empty hex of the game board. Very good. You now take turns with the ally. Great. Will it be Dane or will it be Gamel? It'll be Gamel. Because that's the end of that card. No, it's going to move 3 southwest. So it's going to go 3. All right. So that's it. The Huntress bravely knocked out. She did her level best though. She really tried. She tried hard. She's going to have to knock out 2 cards, 2 item cards, which is a shame. That's the main reason you don't want them to get knocked out, is when they die, they lose 2 item cards at the end of the fight. Alright, Priesty. I think it might be time for the priest to swing in anger. Now, where do we want Gamel to go? Here's Gamel, by the way. The legend. Gamel. We need to smash 1 on the head. And we need to smash 2 dice on the tail. So Gamel's going to position himself right here in prime position. And the first thing Gamel's going to do is tell that guy lucky to escape. Yes! Then Gamel might move and go 1, 2, 3, 4 and tell this guy to escape as well. Excellent work, team. Excellent work. And then, because he's a companion from now on. And then Gamel's going to swing. So he's a red and a yellow. And we'll just add a white, I guess. And he gains 2 redraws on an enemy. Can I use her tokens? I think I can. Let's do that. Let's make it black, red, yellow. 2 redraws on this. Alright, so I guess I'm redrawing both of those. Should have done the black one first. Okay, Gamel's done a tremendous 1 damage on the head. Good work, Gamel. Alright, it's time for the priest to go. The warbear is going to use his roar to allow the cur to move 1, him to move 1, and that's it. The priest is going to move 1, 2 to here, and the priest is going to swing. And we're going to swing for the fences on this attack. We're going to double empower it. So it starts with this. So we're going to go red, red, yellow, and then we're going to go black, black, red. So this is a big swing on the tail, and it's going on a 4 dice. Okay, unimpressive start thus far. We'll re-roll this using a re-roll token. Great. Let's roll this black and see what that gets. Great. Let's re-roll this red. Actually, that's 12, which is, yeah. Okay. So we've got 1 damage left on that dice. And the priest is out. The priest has the token. Oof. This is going to be a tight finish. It's going to be a good finish. Okay, so Gamel's done. The priest is done. The warbear can literally only move and attack, or move. So we might just stay where we are for the moment, because this card is going to be a tail slam. Alright, that came back into hand. So the cur is looking for a big damage. Backstab doesn't work in this instance. Throwing daggers isn't going to help us. Yep. Yeah, I guess we're probably just using our low blow. Yeah, we need a critical. So let's just make an attack with our low blow. No, we'll keep that. We'll keep that one. Let's use our smoke bomb as an attack. Cost 3. Oh, cost 2. Nice. That moves to here. we're going to discard our 2 lethality tokens to turn this into 3 yellows. And if we critical, just need to move 1. Yep. We'll be using our pickaxe. We don't critical, but we do get 1 damage through, which is good, but it's not enough. This is going for at least 2 more rounds, I think, which will be tough to survive. Let's shank. So we used our lethality tokens. Yeah, we'll just do a shank. It's just another basic attack. Unfortunately, we have no lethality tokens, so this is just a yellow and 2 whites. We might go a few extra whites. Maybe we'll go 3 whites. I've rolled hot on whites. Okay, the white hotness continues. So it's just 1. It was 5, so we're down to 3 on the front. Warbear. I think she's just going to move. Now we can share the vibration token around, but I want the priest to have it. Yep. So the warbear just needs to get in close to everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. So we're doing a tail slam, I guess. Wrong button, Deno. Place the head and the tail, 2 hexes, in random directions. Oh, actually the warbear should stay away, because we know that's coming. All right, the head, northeast. 1, 2, goes to here. That goes to here. These guys get pushed. And then the tail, southwest. 1, 2. So that's the priest only. Range 3, yep. Oh no, it's range 3 on the target with the chomping. Yeah, that's fine. So the priest isn't getting that one, but he is going to suffer the feet. Or the tail. He's going to suffer the tail. And unfortunately, our other friend is going to die. The last guy left on the board, he's dead. So we saved 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We saved 10. I think that's a pretty respectable amount. The priest has got heaps of health. So this is just attacking the priest. So 2 whites. 2 yellows. This tail has not been smashed, so 2 reds. We can't use any of our abilities to stop this, so blank 4, 3, 7, 10, 12. Yeah, we'll take 2 damage, down to 3. I'll use this as well. I could have used that ages ago for a empower token. Okay. Rest of the card says move 5 southwest. So that's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. That guy will go like that. This guy will go like that. And I think we go for the fences. We swing for the fences. The priest is going now. So replenish, 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 replenish. None of those ones. Attack. So yeah, so Gamel's just going to swing right now on the tail. He needs to do 1 damage. He's going to roll 3 dice. Gamel is swinging hard. We don't have any redraw tokens, so we're just going to pop this 1 dice. Oh, actually, what card is this? Tail Slam, yes. I'm actually going to target the other one. That's down to 1. I'm in a position where I can target both of them. The Cur is going to swing now. Or maybe I can get the Cur into a position to throw daggers and try and finish it with 1 attack. That could work. Yep, alright, the Warbear's going to use her Roar. So Gamel's going to move 1, the Cur's going to go 1, 2, the Warbear's going to go 1. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm actually going to give her an Empower token to make my attack better. And then I'm going to move 1, 2 like that. So I'm in range 3 to here and range 3 to here. So the Priest, the Cur's still got 3 health left and all stuff. So this pickaxe is an unarmed attack, so we can't use that weapon. But yeah, we'll battle flow 1 card once, which will be this one. Okay, so we've still got 3 dice left for our throwing daggers, which is great. So I think we want to use Gamel to attack again. Yep, so Gamel will attack again. Gamel does the 1 damage that he requires to smash this tail. And this tail slam is going to trigger. Oh no, they're moving in random directions. Okay, well we won't move the rogue yet. Let's just see where this ends up. So the rogue's still got 4 movement up its sleeve. Cool. This could work, this could work. This could be a great turn. Alright, the head moves in a random direction. Southwest. 1, 2. The tail moves in a random direction. Northeast. 1, 2. So we'll go like this. That's going to work fine. And then range 3, knockback 3, AoE. All enemies within range 3 of the worm's tail. This is now broken though, so this is going to go here. 1 red, sorry. 2 yellow. 2 white. So Gamel, the bear, and the Cur are all going to get attacked. I'm not going to worry about using any defense for our friend. Maybe I will. Yeah, we'll use low blow to battle flow these cards around to here. Okay, tail slam. Oof, this is exciting. So yeah, no defense cards in play because I've got my rat fur cloak that I can use. 2's a bad start, followed by blank, blank, 1, 3. All right, so that is a total of 6. So I'm going to reduce that damage by 2 down to 4. So we're just going to take 1 damage on the Cur, and then the Warbear is going to take 1 damage, and Gamel is defense 3. Oof. So he's going to take 2 damage. He's down to 4. Come on, Gamel. Lift your game, son. Then everyone suffers knockback 3 from that attack. and then it's going to move 5 to the southeast. Okay, so let's go to cool angle. 1, 2. Bounce. Fine. Knockback 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, the rogue is probably not going to be finishing us off. So that's actually bounce. Yeah, that's bouncing like. Yeah, that's fine. I just remembered I can only use the range bonus once for the walking stick on the companion. It's just a once per scenario ability. If you attack, it's an area of effect attack. Yep, so the warbear's not doing anything. It's all coming down to the cur, who is going to be able to go just in range of the 2 targets. The priest, maybe the priest moves and gives an empower token to everyone. We are heavily reliant on this last roll because the priest can't get into range to attack, which I was hoping he would be able to do. Okay, so the priest is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. The cur is going to move 1, 2, 3. The priest is then going to give everyone a token. We'll give the cur a reroll, I guess. And we'll give the... everyone else can just take a defense token. And then the cur is going to get 1, 2, 3 to there. To there. And spend its last 2 animus on a throwing dagger. And we will empower that throwing dagger. And if we can get a good enough roll here, we can take out both the tail and the head. Alright, so we have a re-roll. So we'll re-roll that one. I should be actually rolling a red, I think. Yes, I'm actually supposed to be rolling a red, so I'm going to try again because of my lethality token. Okay, so I'll now re-roll that. So I'll re-roll that. Come on, Deno. Oh, we fall 1 short. And that's an unarmed attack, so I can't use the pickaxe's special ability. Oi, oi, oi. We leave the head alive on 1. So he is going to do an attack. But then I think we're fine. I think he just attacks and doesn't do anything else. Place the head and the body 2 hexes in a random direction. So I'll do that. So the head, 1, 2. And then the tail. All enemies within range 2, so Gamel and the cur are the only ones getting attacked. This is damaged, so 1, 1, 1, 2. The cur's not going to play anything because he's got his rot hide still up his sleeve. Oh no, he doesn't. He has got a defense card. He'll play a defense card. Great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The defense card he plays is a 2. Which means he suffers 1 damage. He goes down to 1. Gamel takes 1 damage. He goes down to 3. And that card then moves 3 southeast. 1, 2, 3. We need to do 1 damage with all of our team on that piece. I will do so with the rogue. He's going to use a swing. He'll just roll 4 dice. The priest can give him re-rolls and stuff, but he doesn't need it. There you go. Job done! We did lose the Huntress. It's a real shame. Are we playing on difficult mode where the Huntress then dies? I'm not sure. Maybe. Alright. Epilogue. You stand triumphant over hackbits of the massive worm's corpse, but the battle was not without casualties. Lost in the middle of the Deepwood with a group of terrified civilians and limited supplies, you know there will be more lives lost before you can reach the safety of Verum. All hope relies on you finding the Wire Road now. Gain 8 iron. Gain 2 iron per civilian left at the end of the encounter. So we gain 28 iron. I'd buy that for $1. Is that right? 28 iron. Oh. So 28 plus 42 is, or is it 42? So much cash. If you finish the encounter with 9 or more hit points, we did not. Okay. That's a shame. Would have been good to finish with 9 or more and get an extra item from this worm. Tally loot level and losses. So the first thing that we do, tally level, is we gain a level according to the leveling table, and that gets us, at level 4, a permanent token. So everyone can choose their own token now. Alright, so the Warbear is going to take an empowered token. The Cur is going to take a redraw token. The Holy One Priest is going to take I think we'll take because if you give them an Animus, then they just get a movement, basically, a free move, and that might be useful. Sure. And then the Huntress, she's just going to take an Empower token. Actually, she'll take a redraw because she's got a card that gains her Empower tokens. Fantastic. We completed the story of Chapter 3. We were not ambushed. We did get the special rules, but we didn't get the unique item. So now we're going to deal out 4 level 4 cards. Alright, Gamel, you did a great job. You survived. Everyone's really proud of you. It's a shame. It's a shame we have to lose 2 gear on the Huntress. It's a real shame. The Rothhide and the White Fur Cloak. So we've got a backup bow, but I'm going to have to lose one of those 2 pieces of gear. Let's check what we get from our level 4 cards. And hope we draw into some stuff that we can use. Cool fight. Campaign's going well. An Ironbark Shield. Nice. Ooh, armor. Spiked Club, and we get 1 extra because of our Scavenger. A Whip. Okay. One-handed whip, one-handed mace. And from this encounter, we only gain 2 of these. Skewer is a good sword. Yes, Wormhide. Excellent. And let's have a look at these, because, oh, what is that? Why can't I get that? That is so good. Captain's Plate. Up to 2 Oathsworn on the board, including yourself, may move 1. That is outstanding. Follow me. Twilight's Edge, a 2-handed sword. Nice. That's sick. That is sick. All right, well, we'll do that. So, yeah, in case you didn't know, I'm streaming again tonight in, what's that, about 4 hours' time. And we'll be playing through Chapter 4 of Oathsworn into the Deepwood. What I'm thinking is maybe I'm going to tag out the Huntress and move into someone else, maybe the Avi Harbinger, because I never played the Avi in my last campaign and it looked like a cool character. So if we tag out the Huntress, the Avi I think's got some range, which is nice. The Priest and the Warbear are doing good work. I don't want to lose them, so I'll mull over that. But let's have a look at the situation now. So the Priest has to lose something. I think we're going to lose this pig iron mesh. Or the walking stick. No, I think we'll lose the walking stick. So the walking stick's gone. And the Warbear's going to lose the halberd. So they're both done. We're going to lose the pickaxe, I think. Yep, we'll lose the pickaxe for her. And then we have to lose 2. One of them's going to be the bow. Because I've got a ready-made replacement bow ready to go, the reflex bow. And probably the cloak. No, we'll lose the rot hide. Okay. So then she's got a bow, so we need to give her armor. So I guess we'll give her the worm hide. So her defense is still 2, and she's now a red dice. Assuming we retain her. Thanks, Toby. It's good fun. The iron ring mail can be worn by the bear or the priest, so that's good. We've got backup armor. Still. Haha, it is awesome. I'm very happy that I've got it all. Gamel's Gavel. When you draw 2 or more of the same number, gain a redraw on that attack. I mean, that's fine, I suppose. So we'll go the iron ring mail there. So we'll keep that. Split Lither Brigandine can be used by anyone. Cool. So I've got 2 backup armors. This shield, after you are attacked and lost no health, gain a shield. Can only be used by the Penitent and the Warden, so we can't use that. So we're going to sell that for $2 when we get a chance, I should say. The Gavel, the Priest will use the Spine, which will get us a red dice. The unfortunate thing is we're about to get into unpainted monsters now. So that's a shame, but I don't want to stop playing and paint them, but this has inspired me to want to keep painting now, these little champions, so I'm going to get them out. Alright, so we've got to get a weapon for the Warbear. This whip is one-handed, and it's a flail. Before drawing damage with your first attack of the round, add 1. So we get a 1-off for that. When you critical during an attack that hits, add 1 damage and gain knockback. So we could give the bear 2 weapons and then we only have to smash 1. Could give her those 2, that could work. Sure, let's give the bear 2 weapons. Let's give him Gamel's Gavel and the whip. So we've got 2 weapons, 2-handed. And the priest, it would be good to give the priest a little something. extra, but I don't have any other gear because I don't really want to lose either of those. No Patreon for me, mate. No Patreon for me. I think I've got YouTube membership set up, but yeah, I don't really do enough special, unique content to justify it, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on your perspective. I just play games and paint models and have fun. So the cur, what's skewer? If you're attacking an enemy's front, gain 2 yellow on this attack. Well, we're not really doing that with our little guy, our little cur. 1 damage and knockback isn't too bad, but can't be used by the cur. Oh no, it can be. Ooh. So spiked club maybe. Yeah. We'll give the cur a spiked club. Yeah, we'll give him a skewer. It looks cooler. Haha. Thank you, mate. Very unnecessary. You've already done far too much for me. So I appreciate your support, but please support people that do good stuff other than me. Alright, let's set up for the next mission, which is without a doubt one of my favourite fights that has been done thus far. I've done up to chapter 13, and this next one is probably my favourite fight. I can't remember which. I'm trying not to spoil too much that comes ahead, but I figure this is a playthrough that everyone is watching it will have probably done already. There's another version of this fight that we're about to do that happens later, which happens on a big platform and the platform collapses. Sick fight. So good. So, Toby knows what I'm saying. Sick fight. Oh. Well, thank you. That's probably the content that I'm most proud of. It's good to be able to do this. Alright, so I think now we get out the common items from chapter 5 in preparation. So there's the common items for chapter 5. Chapter 3 is gone. Chapter 4 is still current, just in case we meet a travelling merchant out in the deep woods. Seems unlikely. Oh, I don't remember what you get. The unique items are my favourite part about this game, Toby. They are absolutely my favourite part about this game. And the fact that you never get all of them, just makes me want to play through again. What did I get this time? Yes! And I can only imagine that it would be even cooler if you knew what gear you got, or if you knew the gear that you could get, and then you built characters around that gear. The only downside is the gear just doesn't last long enough to make that a winning strategy. Alright. So that's it for this episode. I'm going to depart. And I'm going to set up for chapter 4. We managed to defeat the worm. The worm is done. And let's see if we can get it done on chapter 4 in probably my favourite fight of all of Oathsworn that I've done so far. Great. I'll see you all later on. Have a fantastic afternoon.